NBA. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We've got Dennis Schroeder, Jay Crowder out there with Stevenson. Then there's Embiid, and it's Iguodala in at the 2. For the Jazz, Big Dog is out there with John Collins. And it's Crawford. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. There's Big Dog. Outside Collins. Passes it to Mann. Now here's Bogdanovich. Off target from outside.
Boy, when you talk to his teammates and his coaching staff, Bojan Bogdanovich, one of the toughest guys you'll see in the league. He doesn't say much, kind of stays to himself, but boy, when the ball goes up, does this guy compete.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Bledsoe looking around. That 3 off the mark. And growing up a young child in the violence of Croatia during the Yugoslav wars, Doris, Bogdanovich said it affected everyone.
Not only that, Kevin, but think about it. This is a young man who at 16 years of age left his home on his own to go play pro basketball in Madrid. And what does it translate to? Well, he can now speak 4 languages. I'll tell you this, Bogey knows a thing or two about resiliency.
Here's Collins after the made shot from Joel Embiid. The Jazz working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Ring shot on the way. That one wide left.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Outside Crowder. Poked away. Collins with some nice D.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one. Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
On the wing, Stevenson. Iguodala outside. Here's Schroeder. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
The guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Here's Bogdanovich after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Bledsoe outside. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Embiid kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Embiid. The jump hook. Bucket is good. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Bledsoe passes to Mann. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Iguodala right side. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Bogdanovich finds Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Well, Eric Bledsoe, one of those guys that is so difficult to contain in the dribble drive situation.
Iguodala, the pass to Schroeder. To the paint. In transition, here come the Jazz. Bogdanovich, no luck. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Stevenson dishes to Embiid, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid?
A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
And he makes the first. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Here's Big Dog, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crowder. Here's Big Dog, guarded by Embiid. Here's Crawford. Thunder with the rebound. Stevenson outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 10-point game. The pass to Bledsoe. That one misses. Great D that time from Iguodala. Kicks it over to Schroeder. Iguodala outside. Schroeder against Crawford. Just 4 to shoot. Floats one. Here's Embiid, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Embiid's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the Jazz call time here. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Big Dog. Bledsoe outside. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Bledsoe finds Crawford. Right wing. Here's Mann. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Schroeder outside. Trying to get open is Crowder. And it's Schroeder missing. Jazz trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here's Collins. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Crawford passes to Collins. Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. He's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 27 points per game last season, 13 rebounds and 3 assists. And he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option. And understandably, Greg, they got him the rock.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Oklahoma City. Crawford, no one around him. Drains the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Schroeder. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Utah. He kicks it to Iguodala. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Iguodala's got his second basket of the night. Jazz trail by 14. And here's Bledsoe. Pass to Bogdanovic. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Iguodala.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point. Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Bledsoe. Bogdanovic passes to Collins. Embiid with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Stevenson with the ball. Here's Schroeder. He can't get it to go. And it's Utah the other way. Now Bogdanovic. Passes it to Bledsoe. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Giles checked in for Big Dog. Favors comes in for John Collins. Kukoc, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And Mike Conley subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Here's Bledsoe after D'Angelo Russell's bucket.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovic, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
The Thunder shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses. Forrest, when you watch the game now, Biggs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch pick and roll. It's a big thing to watch.
Jazz trail by 18. Conley dishes to Favors. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Well, wonderful execution from Derek Favors. This guy's a bull, and it's really hard to deal with the strength that he brings.
Russell inside, guarded by Bledsoe.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe against Russell. No good with the elbow jumper.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Throws it up high. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Ray Allen picks one up.
Yeah, this is no longer a guy you want to send to the line. Bledsoe becoming a more comfortable foul shooter every year.
Bledsoe hits them both. The Thunder leading by 14. Dragic with it. 11-point game his last outing. Pass to Embiid. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 16.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been putting on a clinic in the... One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his...
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Allen is out there with Noel. And there's Embiid, and it's Dragic in at the point. Bledsoe kicks to Conley. Here's Favors, and the rejection by Embiid. Giles the pass to Conley. 6 to shoot. Back to Giles. And for the Thunder, one of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking. And the Utah fans known league-wide for their passion.
This is a very tough place to get a win on the road, Greg. You know that as well as anyone. You've got the elevation, second highest in the league, and as you mentioned, those fans are loud, proud, and passionate.
The shot's good. Russell's got his second bucket of the night.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now here is Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Yep, that one goes in there.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Dragic. It's rebounded by Ilyasova. Jazz trail by 19. Outside, Kukoc. Over Allen. Favors controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass, Kevin.
There's Russell with a 3, but they'll get another chance. Embiid, no good. So the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Oklahoma City. Outside Conley. Bledsoe against Russell. And Embiid with the block. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. Dragic with a wide open look. Gets an open look and hits. Dragic has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Thunder. Utah calls timeout.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Crawford. Kicks to Conley. Back to Crawford. Jacks up a three. Hits it from three-point range. Crawford's got 6. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Russell against Crawford. And here's Conley outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Big Dog, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Deshaun Stevenson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he can chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
And the Jazz making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Crowder's checked in. Here's Holiday. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And Ilyasova kicks to Crawford. And it's Aaron Holiday with the foul. That's his first foul. Outside Conley. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. Conley's got 5 points so far.
It's Conley's ability to hit the long ball that makes him such an asset. Stretches the floor and creates space.
Here's Russell. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Man passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Big Dog. Off target with his 3. Here is Stevenson. He's looking for Noel and finds him. And Noel throws it down.
At his size, you simply cannot give up that kind of deep positioning to Nerlens Noel.
Conley, the pass to Ilyasova. Conley feeling it out to the middle. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
And Russell gets it to go.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Crawford passes to Conley. Now here's Ilyasova, guarded by Holiday. Out to Conley, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. Here's Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Holiday's got 7 points for the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Ilyasova kicks to Conley. Hits the 3-point bomb. Conley's got 8 points.
That's his 2nd bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Stolen by Conley. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Makes it off the glass. He's got 8.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Russell against Crawford. Here's the teardrop. And Russell with the lay-in.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Conley with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Back to Conley. Five on the clock. The 11-footer, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Noel throws it down.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Crawford outside. And here is Conley. 10 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
To the inside, man, Collins trying to break free. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Now Noel. He's got 10. Schroeder outside. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Instant offense. Dennis Schroeder can fire up his team with that pretty dribble drive.
Schroeder against Conley. The open shot. Crawford. Here's man. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's the pass to Schroeder. Elbow shot is on the way. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Stevenson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Collins. Conley against Schroeder. Conley into the lane. Rejected by Crowder.
Well, Crowder known for his defense, and you love to see him get high for these rejections.
And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder, he has embraced his new team.
A lot of people wondered, would Schroeder be willing to go to the bench and accept that role? He proved he was more than capable. And no longer having to act as a leader on a team, I think for Schroeder, he just enjoys going out and competing on a team with high aspirations. It's been a good fit.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And it's Dragic in for Deshaun Stevenson.
Well, the Thunder begin on the defensive end of the floor. This is a team whose formula is to force a ton of turnovers, come up with steals, get out in transition. Last year, 4th in the league in defensive rating.
Conley, the pass to Collins. Jazz passing it around. Here's Bogdanovich. That shot is off. Excellent D here by Iguodala. And for the Thunder defense, Doris, it starts with their rebound.
Well, you have to begin with their strong interior defense. That lets their wings get out and pressure and take some chances. Defense has turned into a pillar for this team.
Here's Conley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Jazz have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
Shot by Crowder, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And Greg, you talk to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers, unselfish, and focused on what the team needs to win.
Passes it to Collins. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. To the wing right side. Inside, Iguodala. That one, no good. And it's Utah the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Bledsoe passes to Giles. Dishes it to Conley. From the stripe. And no good. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He finished. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. From the get-go, it was Oklahoma City who came out strong. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. Big-time offense for them was the theme, and at the end of quarter one, they were up by. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mike Conley.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
John Collins is out there with Big Dog. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. The Jazz shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Bledsoe with it. Pass to Collins. Back to Bledsoe. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Bledsoe's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Jazz. Schroeder against Crawford, and that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
Crowder against Crawford. Collins trying to break free, and that one is off. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Here's Schroeder. It's not going to go for him. Collins with some nice D. Here's Big Dog, guarded by Embiid. Good D by Embiid.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes. What a big-time asset defensively.
Iguodala against Crawford. Nobody near Schroeder. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Embiid with the steal. Bogdanovic against Schroeder. Iguodala outside. Crowder feeling it out a bit. The pass to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. 13 feet away. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Past a man. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala, so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
Stevenson dishes to Crowder. He kicks to Schroeder. Pass to Embiid. Over Bogdanovich. The Thunder with another miss. And Collins has got the ball here for Utah. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. They grabbed their own miss.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And it's Schroeder missing. Jazz have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Bogdanovich finds Crawford. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
So it's the Jazz now. Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Stevenson outside. Back to Schroeder. Over Bledsoe. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 14 points for the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Back to Iguodala. Now here's Schroeder. 14 points for him. To the inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Back to Crawford. 5 to shoot. Down low. Favors. And good that time. He's got 6.
Well, we know this. Derek Favors is terrific. Rolling hard after setting the pick. This guy is a terrific screen and roll player.
And Holiday kicks to Russell. Pass to Noel. Back to Russell. The rebound by the Jazz. Bledsoe outside. Now the pass to Favors. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Oklahoma City's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Holiday with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. And here's Holiday. 7 points in the game. Here's Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 15 points for Joel Embiid.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Crawford outside. There's the triple. Here's Favors. Here's Mann. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Big Dog's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Holiday looking over the floor. Here's Russell. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Crawford. Good D by Embiid.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Crawford outside. On the money from 12 feet away. Crawford's got 10 points.
Well, this guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Allen outside. Passes to Noel. And here's Embiid. Kicks it out to Allen. The three. Rebound, Utah. Favors has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Crawford missing again.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Allen passes to Noel. Embiid trying to break loose. Great D that time from Favors. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Bledsoe against Holiday. Shoots from the elbow. Crawford missing again.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Holiday against Bledsoe. Pass to Favors. Crawford kicks to Bogdanovich. There's the dish to Favors. Outside for Bledsoe. Pass to Bogdanovich. Another miss by Utah.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Embiid, no good. The Jazz shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Bledsoe against Allen. Bledsoe passes to Favors. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And one of the best defensive big men in the league, Derek Favors.
You're right, Kevin, because he's got the body to play bully ball, but the lateral quickness to deal with smaller players. When this guy gets down in his stance, he can cover some ground defensively.
First one falls for him.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Harry Giles is checked in for Big Dog. Kukoc comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Mike Conley in for Jamal Crawford. Bledsoe against Russell. Over to the wing. To end the drought, and Dragic finishes it off. Dragic has got 8 points. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Russell dishes to Dragic. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And there's the pass to Favors. And they call an illegal screen here. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Dragic kicks to Russell. 1:39 left in the third quarter. For 3. Another shot, and that one's good. Noel. 12 points for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bledsoe outside. Kept alive. Favors. It's good.
Very difficult to match up with Favors. I love how under control, under duress he was right there.
Here's Russell. 11 points in the game. 55 seconds left to play here in the third. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Shooting two. The first one falls. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jay Crowder's checked in for Noel. Stevenson comes in for Allen. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And Embiid drops them both. Utah's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Bledsoe passes to Conley. Here's Giles. Clock at 6. The shot from 20 feet away. Kukoc can't get it to go. Oklahoma City's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think, Greg, this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Conley against Dragic. Now Conley. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Thunder just dominating this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Joel Embiid. Dragic is out there with Looney. And it's Mikhailuk in at the shooting guard. Outside, Kukoc. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Outside, Dragic passes it to Embiid. Shoots over Batum. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Dragic. 21 points for Joel Embiid.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Back to Moutier. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Mikhailuk passes to Dort. Dragic with it. This one for three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Moutier. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A three ball. It's good from long range.
Well, this to me is the critical aspect that Emmanuel Moutier must develop. Can he knock down three-point shots? He does so there.
Pass to Embiid. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
And the versatile wing, Nick Batum, once a do-it-all scorer, but Greg, he's started to take less of an active role in offenses lately.
And Batum has been asked to do less volume scoring, but it's helped his efficiency as a player. Now past 30 years of age, you could see his role on teams being similar to that of Andre Iguodala's as he ages in the league.
The first free throw is good.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Embiid.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Giles, and he dunks it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Back to Looney. Right side Holiday. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Goran Dragic. Holiday against Moutier. Over Holiday. Again, the Jazz score. Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Dort passes to Mikhailuk. Batum with the steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. And too long on the shot. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The pass to Mikhailuk. From deep three-point range, that one's not going to go. The Jazz go the other way with it. Here's Moutier. The three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Mikhailuk. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Here's Moutier. And Looney sends it back. The feed to Iguodala. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. 13 feet away. The Jazz again can't hit it. Thunder on 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Good work there as it goes.
Well, that's great touch from Andre Iguodala. Fearless and efficient. Love it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Here's Giles. Aston Yang, just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. Allen's checked in for Oklahoma City. Well, Thunder have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Holiday up top, defended by Moutier, and it's in there. Holiday's got 6 here in this quarter.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's Giles. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Allen outside. Pass to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. High arcing shot. Gets hauled in by Ilyasova. Ilyasova's got his 5th rebound in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Ray Allen picks one up. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Moutier certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
Both free throws good from Moutier.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Dort misses.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's Giles. And the pass to Moutier. The 15-footer. Thunder with the rebound. Allen outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. That shot missing. Excellent D there from Holiday. Allen outside. Out to the wing. Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. Here's Holiday. No good on that one. And Utah the other way now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And he makes that one. And that's 11 points for Emmanuel Mudiay.
Boy, Mudiay, tough shot through contact. That is nice.
Here's Holiday. Rebound, Utah. Giles has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Batum. Banked in off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Holiday against Mudiay. With some arc. The shot by Holiday, no good. Utah shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Holiday with it. He doesn't hit that one. And here we go. Fast break. Mudiay's got it. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Niang. Back to Mudiay. Shot clock at 6. Leaner from distance. Doesn't go that time.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Goran, congrats on the win tonight. Bench really came through tonight. What all has to happen for this team to really be clear?
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Bye guys.